Hello there, Namaskaram. Today we're going to look at how to heal our descendants. Last time we saw about ancestral healing, how we can use our body to heal those who have already left us, but they continue to live in us through our DNA. Many of us might have wondered, we've already got children now without knowing about this. So, how do we heal children who are already born? And how do we heal our grandchildren who are yet to be born? Or are already born. That is also possible. So, if two generations are already in front of us, how do we heal them? How do we pass on our altered DNA? In that case, we don't pass on our altered DNA. In that case, we work on their DNA. One, they can be initiated into processes that do it for them. Otherwise, the way we interact with them, the way we change the pattern in which we interact with them, that will become the source of healing their DNA. If you were born in a family where it was very hierarchical and you were not able to cope with that environment and you developed a lot of defenses, it made you reactionary, which altered your DNA, and you were already carrying the altered DNA from your previous generations. So it has basically passed on the trauma one generation after the other. You can break the cycle by not passing on this burden to your children, even if they are grown up now. Change the way you interact with them. Look at them as individuals and not as some part of yourself that needs to become something you wanted to become. If your children are very young, treat them like you would treat any other person in this world, with respect, with a sense of their identity being separate from yours, with the conscious knowledge that they have come for their purpose and not to satisfy your ego. Gibran, the poet, he said it very beautifully. Our children come from us, but not through us. They are not here to satisfy our requirements from life. They are here to experience life in their own ways. So from today, start giving them that space. If your child says, I don't want dinner today, I feel full, respect that statement and say, okay, you don't need to have dinner today. Don't fall back into the pattern of your parents who would have said, how dare you say this to me because I spent so much time cooking it. Or your father saying, I work so hard to put food on the table and you're disrespecting it. That was their perspective, that was their reaction coming from the pain they carry within themselves in their DNA. You change it by telling your child, it's okay. If you get hungry in the middle of the night, this will be in the fridge, so just reheat it and eat it. And if you can't do it by yourself, just call me. I'll wake up and I'll reheat it for you. By changing that one approach, you have given your child the security of being able to express themselves as they are and not having to modify their expression in order to not hurt you, in order to not to get your approval, in order to get some stamp that they are good children. They are just being authentic to themselves. By doing this one simple act, you have started the healing process. The more secure they feel, the more their DNA will start to heal. Whatever pain you already transferred to them will start to move away. It's not a one day process. You have to do this every day. There will be setbacks. There will be days when you fall back to the old patterns, when you will react to your parents, even though your parents may not be in the same room or the same city. They may have even passed away. but the memories within your DNA will turn up. That day when you shout at your child, or when you tell your grown child that you don't know anything, apologize to them. Whether the child is 2, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, it doesn't matter. Apologize to your child. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Tell them that we can discuss this and discuss it. Make it a discussion, make it a give and take. Sometimes you receive, sometimes you give, sometimes they receive, sometimes they give. Let it be like that. Apologize. Accept, apologize. Respect, recognize that they are their own people. I don't want to do my homework today. I don't feel like it. I'm very tired. If your 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 15-year-old comes home from school and says this, tell them, go to rest. Take rest, it's fine. I will write a diary note for your teacher saying that you were very tired when you came home. And so you didn't do the work that you were supposed to do. There is no fight in this life. We are not in competition with life. If you don't finish homework today, tomorrow you are not going to die. If you die anyway, it doesn't matter. We need to make our children intelligent. If we want to pass on intelligence to them, we have to start behaving intelligently. Otherwise, there is no intelligence passing on. Only reactions will pass on. There is no point in sending children to yoga classes, in this class, in that class, trying to make them perfect human beings when you yourself are more imperfect than anybody else. We are not aiming for perfection. We are aiming to become human. If you have grandchildren already, with them also do the same thing. Accept what they say. Apologize when they point out, no, grandpa or no, grandpa, this is not how it should have been done. Don't tell your children in front of them that you have raised your children so badly that they're talking back at us. Of course, anybody can talk back at anybody. It should not be foul language. It should not be insulting for no reason. If a child is able to tell you why you should not do the thing you have done, because this is not the right way to do it, that is the right way to do it. If a child has this intelligence, you should encourage it. You should say, yes, I'm sorry, I realize now that I should do like this. Recently, I was reading about these teenagers who are ending their own lives apparently after listening to ChatGPT and other AI bots. I occasionally work with AI bots to create images and get some good scripts, etc. And I find that these bots are uniformly and infinitely patient with you. They are very kind to us. They speak very politely. A machine has learned to speak politely and kindly and compassionately. And we as human beings, we have increasingly forgotten. When dealing with your neighbors, when dealing with shopkeepers, when dealing with workers who come to your house to do some repairs or construction or whatever it might be, any human being, any living being, a plant, an animal, how you eat. And when you're doing all this in front of your children, do it consciously, do it gently, do it compassionately. That will also give them the confidence to be like that. And that way you will heal their DNA. And when they have children, your grandchildren will get the healed DNA. If you already have grandchildren, if you deal like this with your children and grandchildren, your great grandchildren, will receive the beautiful DNA that you have recreated. So again, it is up to us. In this generation, it is up to us, whichever be the generation, parent, grandparent, even if you're a great grandparent listening to this, initiate the change and do it consistently. And on the days you slip up, on the days it is not possible, apologize to the children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, and accept it. And apologize to yourself and tell yourself it is okay, it is all right. And the next day, again, do the conscious activity. Acceptance, and then you give them the respect. You apologize where necessary, and leave the space for them. Whatever you received, whichever hurt you, let it end with you. Resolve it within you by resolving it or by changing the pattern with your future generations. So I hope this talk triggers something wonderful in your lineage and your descendants are able to enjoy the fruits or the new fruits and the new knowledge and whatever it is, all the gemstones of your lineage, let it come forth to them. That is my prayer. And that is Devi's blessing today. Namaskar.